Alright, Halloween is over. Inspiration for this week's video. Think.
Betcha wish you'd done something with me, Hot Puddin'.
Excuse me?
Come on, you big lug, I'm over here!
Oh, no, not again.
You're sick of us already? I thought you were going to be fun. It's not safe without us, my child.
Now you three sound way too similar.
And I'm here too!
Are you saying that you're dissatisfied?
what a dream.
Cool life.
People don't know how I do it.
Come on, people just get along.
Stop!
I've got it. Now, if you're like me, you have a lot of voices in your head. So what do you do with the ones that aren't yours? They say imitation is the highest form of flattery, so whether it's a character or person that you love, or in some cases love to hate, you put a lot of detail and care into the impression that you're doing, and you care about the inflections and mannerisms and getting those right. So why do impressions in the first place? Well, they're usually used for entertainment purposes and can be great for comedy, online fan projects of things you're a fan of, and also just a great party trick. But, and this is an important but, being a good impressionist does not automatically make you a good actor. To be a great impressionist, that's the way of combining the two. You could have the most amazing Christopher Walken impression ever, but you would not know how to emote or deliver another line apart from the one you've memorized perfectly. So here's some short tips I've learned over the years on how to up your impression game. In terms of doing original character work, well, that's another video. First tip, accept your range and its advantages and disadvantages. Your range is your playing age, what pitches you can do, what tone you have, all of those kind of things. There will be certain characters out there that you already sound a bit like, or you have the potential in early impressions that you do to really improve that. But there's also some characters that you'll find difficult, if not impossible to do. For example, I can't do a Rainbow Dash to save my life. Likewise, I probably can't do Homer Simpson. No. And I'm not saying don't try or give up on an impression that you really want to do. Keep working at it, but do accept that it might not always be perfect. And that leads me on to my next point, which is making the impression uniquely yours. Now, I'm not saying in the way where you will speak in your normal voice and then say, oh, hello, I am doing Flounder from Little Mermaid. But I see a lot of people just end up doing impressions of impressionists. I'm guilty of this myself. You need to decide what you want to emphasize, whether it be from a comedy or you just really want to sound like them, what you want to emphasize about the character you're impersonating. For example, with a character like Rarity, there are a lot of different tones and emotions that she puts off, so you kind of have to, unless you're pretty much Tabitha St. Germain already, you have to kind of choose an area to excel in, or try and work to do all three of them. Put your own spin on it, especially for online projects, and people will be able to recognize it's you and grow to love your interpretation of the character. Next, work to emote and expand on your range. Like I was saying earlier with the Christopher Walken example and the Rarity example, it's quite hard to capture their whole range within just your section. For those without any prior acting experience, go join an amateur theatre company or take some acting classes and just learn how to use your voice more and free yourself up in your deliveries. Those who have dramatic experience or are doing it right now, in terms of improving yourself that way, just keep playing around with what you're doing. Try out different lines, try lines you struggle with and try and hit the right cadences and the right pitches. Challenge yourself with new emotions and original lines. Do some improv. That's how a lot of people here started out. And finally, to end this very short video of, I'm hoping that are helpful tips, have fun! I know it's lame, but people can tell when you're having fun with the character and when you're not, and it really breathes a whole new life into it. Don't take things too seriously and strive for absolute perfection like I used to do. That was not a good idea. Just take things easy, love what you're doing, and go with the flow. I'm so cool. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found what I said helpful. It was a bit of a mess, but I hope there's some kind of tips that you can use from it. Have a lovely day, and keep on yelling crazy things into microphones until your parents tell you off. Bye!